what is this? So there's a common issue with Infinitis where once they get to 100,000 miles, they just start becoming clapped by themselves. What's up guys, welcome to your guys garage YouTube channel, back again with another video. And I'm finally making a video on my G37 again. It's been a while. Before you guys that click this video, go check out my previous few videos on my 2007 Honda Civic Si that I just bought for the channel. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, comment if you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get right into it. So I've had this car for 4 years now, which was in July, and this is going to be the last time I'm making this video because I did make one a year ago for the 3 years ownership, and not much has changed, and I plan on selling this car next year. So this is going to be probably the last time I talk about my experience as the owner of a G37s. This is everything you'll need to know as a owner of one of these cars, and I'll go through everything that went wrong on the car and overall experience, like how it was cost wise and reliability wise, so that when you guys are interested in getting this car, you know everything to look out for and what to expect. So as mentioned, this is my 2013 Infiniti G37s 6-speed manual. It has 98,758 miles, so it is almost at 100,000 miles. I have put 25,000 miles over the last 4 years owning this car, and this car has not given me many problems. It's actually been extremely reliable and very affordable to maintain. With that being said, there were a few issues that I had to go through owning this car, and there are a few common issues that these cars have that I actually went through in much more detail, which I'll put up right here in one of my videos. But I'll kind of go through some of the things that I had to deal with. Let me just quickly address the elephant in the room and tell you guys what the hell happened here. What is that? There's a common issue with Infinitis where once they hit 100,000 miles, they just become clapped by themselves. All jokes aside, I drove and went over a steep parking lot, and it ripped my bumper and ripped part of the wrap off and messed up my bumper. So I am trying to source a new bumper, and I'm gonna get this fixed. And so stay tuned for those videos of me making this car great. So this dent right here has a whole story behind it, which I'll get into in another video, but all you guys gotta see is that right here too, mega clapped. All right, so aside from those cosmetic damages, which has nothing to do with the car, I just like to joke about Infinitis being clapped, but that was solely my fault or someone else's fault, not the car's fault. So one of the biggest expenses that I had to spend on this car to get it fixed was when I first bought the car, the slave and the clutch master went out on this car. This is a very common issue on the Infiniti G37s as well as the 370zs, where the slave cylinder goes bad by design. Nissan just never fixed it, and I don't know why. If you have a 6-speed manual, this issue will happen to you no matter what. And the worst part about this issue is that the slave cylinder rests inside the transmission, so you do need to drop the trans to do this job. So what I had to do was I had to drop the transmission, and I ordered the C-Mac from Z-Speed, which moves the slave cylinder externally so that it's easier to change in the future. And while the transmission was out, I figured I might as well just change the clutch as well. That costed me a little over $1,500 for labor and parts to do, which was a pretty big expense when I first bought this car. But since then, I have had zero issues with the clutch and the clutch pedal, and the car has been driving excellent for the past 4 years, and I've been able to beat on it, race, drive in the back roads, really enjoy the car every day without having to worry about it. So another issue I've had to deal with, which is still broken actually, is the gas gauge. So my gas gauge does not read the gas properly. It gives me a wrong reading, and this is also another common issue that happens on Infiniti specifically, where the gas gauge stops reading properly, and it could be due to various reasons. It could be one, that your fuel leveling sensor is bad. Usually it goes bad on the passenger side, but I did change both the passenger and the driver's side, which I made a video on it, so if you guys want to go check that out. But that did not fix my issue. So if that doesn't fix the issue, the next common thing is the AC module unit that goes bad. Based on what I read on forums and digging more into it, because my gas gauge still doesn't read properly and I've gotten stuck several times. The first time I got stuck on the road, which I made a video on, go check that out as well. Based on the forums I read, the AC module unit is a little module that sits behind the navigation screen, and it takes the signal from the two fuel leveling sensors and sends it to the actual gas gauge itself. So if your gas gauge isn't broken, which you can test, mine isn't broken. So if that's not working, then it is that AC module unit that is not working as it should. And I personally have not gotten that fixed. I've just been a bum, to be honest, and lazy. Biggest reason is I really don't want to take the interior apart. First of all, I suck at working on cars, and I know for a fact when I take it out, I'm not going to be able to put it back exactly the way it is. And that's one of the nicest parts of my car, the interior. So I really didn't want to mess with it. But I probably should get it fixed, because it's been 3 times since I've gotten stranded on the road in the past 2 years. So yeah, I kind of have to fix that. But that's one of the common things that happens on these cars. So another thing I've had to do since last year is get some adjustable rear control arms to fix my alignment, because my car is lowered on Swift springs, and I was never able to get my alignment perfectly to OEM spec because of the camber and the toe. So I did make a video on that as well. Go check that out, shameless plug. But after installing the adjustable camber arms, I took the car to the alignment shop, and they were able to adjust the camber, but my toe is still off, which I've toe bolts for. Again, another thing I need to do to make sure that my alignment is fixed. So that will be coming in the next few episodes. But yeah, because of my car being lower, this is a thing you need to do across any car, not just Infinitis. But because of lowering the car, my alignment is off. So that's another kind of issue I've been dealing with, because when I'm driving on the highway, the car tends to kind of twitch back and forth because of the toe being off. And that's pretty much it. Since the last time I made a ownership video of this car, there really hasn't been any major issues since then, besides a few things that I mentioned in this video. Other than that, this car has been phenomenal. I always say it, and I will always argue that the G37s as well as the 370zs are one of the best cars you can get under $15,000. They are fun, they're fast, they're reliable, and you know, they have 300 something horsepower, so they're not the fastest things in the world, but they're not slow by any means. I think the G37s is the perfect car you can get if you want a daily driver that also looks good and is sporty enough for you to go have fun. I know these cars get a pretty bad rep because of the recent activities of the takeover kids and going and beating on these cars. So it makes this community look really bad. But hey, if you guys are like me or other G37 enthusiasts as well as 370Z owners, you take care of your cars and they will take care of you. Honestly, those takeover videos should go ahead and show you how indestructible these cars are. Those kids are flooring this car, they're doing donuts non-stop, and the motor takes it. It's a 3.7 liter V6, and they're very reliable. All you gotta do is just keep doing your oil changes on time, because these cars do tend to burn some oil. So you wanna, make sure that you're doing your regular interval oil changes. And these motors are solid; they don't go. These motors also take boost very well. So if you want to make bigger power, you want to supercharge it or turbo it, you can go ahead and make close to 600 wheel horsepower on the stock motor for a very, very cheap. So you don't need to get into like more expensive cars like B58s and whatnot. And you can get this for less than 15 grand. Honestly, these cars are less than 10 grand now. So you can literally go get it, have a lot of fun, and make good power if you wanted to. If you guys are watching this video and looking to get one of these cars, I highly, highly recommend them. You will not be disappointed, and don't worry about the unreliability because they are very reliable. There are a few nuances with the cars, common issues that they have that you need to kind of be aware of. Again, I'm not going to get through all of that in this video because this was really just me talking about the last 4 years of ownership and everything I've had to do. But if you want to get a more detailed explanation of those 5 common issues that these cars have, go check out my video. It'll help you guys with that. Outside of those few issues, I've really just spent all my money on modifications and made the car go from bone stock to looking like this, and I've had an absolute blast. If you guys are OGs to the channel, I've been watching my videos. I plan on selling this car pretty soon next year, but I do plan on making a few more videos, again, making this car back to its glory days. As you saw, it does have a few dings, and I like to call it clap now. So I'm gonna make sure I get all that stuff fixed, and you guys enjoyed those videos, so I'll make them. But you know, it's the last time I'll be doing an ownership video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys thought this video was helpful. If you did enjoy the video and you thought it was helpful, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. 'Cause I can't see you anywhere.